What up, everybody? This is my Tulsa King episode 6 trailer breakdown. I want to start out this video with my personal opinion on what I feel like Dwight needs to do after catching his first body, Nico, at the end of episode 5. And he left when he caught his first body, not his first body period, but his first body on the show that we've seen him catch on Tulsa King. But yeah, he left Nico there for his mobbed family to clean up. So it's another sign of disrespect, going there, killing the man, and leaving it there for them to clean up. So I think Dwight should take out Chicky, Vince, and that other gray-haired guy that was there. I mean, he owes them money, I think like $2,000 a week, $5,000 a week, something like that. They set him up to get killed in prison. They didn't take care of his family or protect his family while he was in prison. He just killed Nico, that which is going to have repercussions with them. He already has beef with Vince, and I believe once Pete dies, they're going to be coming for Dwight. So I think he needs to strike first, and he needs to take care of those guys before he gets out of town. And ideally what he would do would be to probably hire a hitter to take care of him, probably like once he's on the plane or once he touches back down to Tulsa touches back down to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Have it already be taken care of. Leave Pete alone. Pete's old anyway. Just try the best to not make it look like to tie back to Dwight. But even if he has to take care of it himself, I mean, he might have to do what he has to do and just hope that he does a clean job to where it doesn't fall back on him, because they're going to be coming for him at one point, and he got to already know when Pete dies at some point. You got to believe with all he don't show them no kind of respect like they want him to, because I mean, Chicky want Dwight to be kissing his ring like everybody else do. So the fact that he's older than Chicky, he was around before Chicky was the boss. He comes out and things is different now. So let's get into the trailer. So let's start off with the same storyline I'm on with the Mafia back in New York. We hear Chicky say, "I know he's your friend, Pop, but what do we do with Dwight? I know he's your friend, Pop, but what do we do with Dwight?" So Chicky and Vince definitely want Dwight dead at this point. I feel like Chicky feels like Dwight is out of control and they can't control him, so they need to get rid of him. But the fact that Pete is still alive and the fact that Chicky respects his dad could be Dwight's saving grace. The fact that Dwight did 25 years for Pete, even though their family don't show too much respect to Dwight like he did do all that time for their family. But it could be Dwight's saving grace. So let me get back to this a little bit later in the video. The next storyline we're going to get into is Dwight goes into a face-to-face with Waltrip. And Waltrip tells Dwight, Kalon Waltrip tells Dwight that you are overplaying your hand. And Dwight responds, "When I play my hand, you won't see it coming." So we know Waltrip's crew, the motorcycle crew, is Black Macadam, is notorious in the nitrous game in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, I'm not sure how big the nitrous industry is in general, if it's like the pill industry or the marijuana industry, crack cocaine industry that makes a lot of money. It's not something I'm too familiar with, but I do know at the particular festival, Dwight's crew made over $100K off of it, and that's Waltrip's territory. So that loss alone is enough to stir some people up. 100K loss for Waltrip's crew, and it's in Dwight's pocket. So we see that maybe Waltrip wants to try to find middle ground with Dwight, and Dwight's not willing to budge. That's why Waltrip tells him that he's overplaying his hand. So it gets me into the next scene we're going to see is the FBI shows up at Bodie's doorstep, and they tell him, "I would like to ask you a few questions about Dwight Manfredi." And then there is an apparent FBI raid also at the medical marijuana shop that Bodie runs, that Dwight is extorting money from Bodie from. So I'm trying to see if this is related to Cologne Waltrip. We do know he has the Tulsa, Oklahoma police in his back pocket. Does he also have the feds in his back pocket too? This could also be in relation to the body that Dwight caught in New York. Or it could be in relation to the New York mob family in general. Maybe they're setting, maybe Pete refuses to have Dwight killed, so maybe they try to set him up maybe for possibly Nico's murder or something else. We're not sure what exactly. The feds are going to show up to Bodie's. They're going to do a raid. They're going to ask him a few questions. And one thing we know is Bodie going to be snitching on Dwight. We don't know that is Bodie going to be snitching on Dwight, because we do know that he told Waltrip when Waltrip kidnapped him that he wasn't happy with his arrangements with Dwight, that Dwight was extorting money from him. And we're gonna see that Stacy Bill steps to Dwight and tells him, whatever you're doing, you need to stop. So I'm not sure if this could be in relationship with Bodie, maybe with Bodie snitching like I just said, or this could be with the Black Macadam, Cologne Waltrip and his motorcycle gang. That leads me up to the final clip we see in the trailer. It's Mitch's bar gets shot up, and I'm thinking most likely this is going to be in retaliation from Cologne Waltrip's motorcycle crew, Black Macadam. If it's not them, this could be a possible hit from Chicky and the New York Mafia, because we do start off with the clip of them trying to figure out what they're going to do with Dwight. What do we do with Dwight? So this could be a hit coming from the higher ups in the New York Mafia. Like I started the video off saying, that's why I feel like Dwight needs to go ahead and take that crew out in New York and start afresh. But the problem is he got family up there, his ex-wife, his daughter. I mean, that's why if he did it, he'd have to try to make it not look like it was him. So if he could possibly hire a hitman to do the job, that would be ideal. But we already know he's going back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's not going to do nothing to his mob family in New York. So that's just what I feel like he should do. But it's probably too much exposure, too much risk, and too much danger going behind that. But if he could have got them on the jump, if he could have just went to go see Pete, kept his cool, and just went there instead of killing Nico and beating him down, giving him a nice beat down, and he could have took care of all four of them while he was in there, and then got out of town like he didn't know anything going on. He could have possibly been his best move. But we got the hit at Mitch's bar. I'm thinking it's most likely not from the New York family, that is from Waltrip's crew, but it could definitely also be a hit from from Chicky and the New York Mafia family. We also see a very short clip of Waltrip's girlfriend who works with Armand at the horse ranch. It looks like she's possibly at Mitch's bar, and she's getting snagged by the arm by Waltrip's number 2. I can't remember his name, but he handles all of Waltrip's business for him. And we see her getting snagged by the arm by him. So it's going to be interesting to see what exactly is going on with her, because we do know her voice is definitely heard in Waltrip's organization, because it calls those guys to get beat down in episode 4 when she called them weak links. And I just want to go, before I go, could the FBI showing up at Bodie and the raid be related to the actual bar shooting? Because the trailer could be showing us clips in reverse order to throw us off. So another thing to keep in mind is that the bar scene might actually happen before the raids, and possibly even before Dwight's meeting with Waltrip. It could be those clips could be in different order than what is actually going to take place in the show to throw us off. So the raids and different things happening with Bodie could be actually the feds coming up to see what the shooting at Mitch's bar was all about. And I'm hoping Mitch survives, because we already know Dwight's going to survive the shooting. I'm going to hope Mitch also survives the shooting at his bar. And I just want to say before I go, Tyson and Armand are not seen in the trailer, but they definitely are to be to watch out for them, because they could also be possible targets of Waltrip's crew. And there you have it, my episode 6 of Tulsa King trailer breakdown. Leave your thoughts in the comments.